NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd down, here's an option right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He will push his way down to about the 14. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you to the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. First carry now to the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Brady. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it's third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there. They think those numbers are going to increase.
Now Brady, he can run, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Brady now to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Brady to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, Brady will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Throwing now is Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Ryan Succop will come on and try the field goal. And Succop will put this one right through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
All right, here we go. Blue,
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go. Four down. Wait 20. Wait 20.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Wait 20.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. This is McCoy. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the
give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
4 down. Check. 20. Wait 20.
Brady. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Succop will put this one right through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Panthers coming out now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Seth Roberts, 54 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Oh, this is blocked.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball. Fumble!
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Back to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Wait, 20. 20.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Wait, 20.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys will take over at the 30.
it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.